Hey up YouTube. Teletubby, time, Tubby custard and all that crap. Let's get the jokes out of the way first. I got something new to show you. I'll roll the credits and we'll get straight into it. I'll see you in a sec. I don't want to hang about because it's fishing time. Right, and I need my phone for this bit because, you know me, I can't remember anything. So I'm going to tell you about it and then I'm going to show you. I'm sure last time somebody said that, they ended up in prison. Right, so this is an Evolution rod by... I've already forgotten. This is the Evolution Match GT. It's my first, I believe. Yes, it is my first glass tip rod. So let me just tell you. So I reached out to Matt from Evolution Rods, small UK company based over on the Clyde Coast area-ish, somewhere over that way, I think. Yeah, I don't know exactly where he is, but I think he's over that side somewhere. So we've got a central band rod producer. Anyway, I reached out to him and said, I'm looking for a rod. I know he fishes over this way, so I know he knows the terrain. That's key. I said, what of your rods do you recommend for the Holderness and the Cleethorpes coast? The Evolution Match GT was advised to me, and we're going to see how we get on with it today. Typically, I'd like to give the first run out of a rod to a beach, really, but we're here. We're winter. We're here. So the specs, the Evolution, I'm going to have to read from this, I'm sorry. The Evolution Match GT comes in a 14-foot, 2 equal section with a casting ratio of 100 to 200 grams. This rod we've designed to really target the match scene, clean to mixed ground beaches, but don't be put off. The rod is very capable of a lot more and handling rough terrain. Really low in diameter at 25 millimeters. With the shrink tube and a tip of 3.3 millimeters. It is a lovely J-curve action. Hopefully we're going to see that, but I think we're going to see that more when we get to the other side of Christmas and we're back on the beaches. I think it's also my first J-curve rod. You'll have to correct me in the comments down below, but you guys have seen my rods. Now the Conti rods are generally C-curves. The leader icons that I fish with, I believe, a C-curve, even though they're a 2-piece. Do you know whether the icons are the leaders? They are C-curve. I thought they were. Because they're a hybrid rod. Yes. Normally hybrids are don't have a backbone, and that's it. Yeah. Although this is hybrid as well. I've had it rung for hybrid. Lovely J-curve action is backed with a lightning quick recovery in the tip. Wish I still had a lightning quick recovery in the tip. That's been about 20 years. Got it.
50 years for me.
So yeah, lightning quick recovery in the tip and unbelievable bite detection. Hopefully we're going to see some of that action today. It comes with EVA collars, Fuji K guides, rod bag with lovely gold and white logo.
That's white logo.
That's a white logo. Matty, you've done me out on some gold here. No, I think actually the white and gold logo is on the rod.
I don't know.
Gold metal band and gold metal white and black whippings. Well, we're going to have a look at the whippings and the rod now. So that's the spiel from Evolution Rods. It looks a really nice rod, to be honest. Shh. Can you tell we've had a sneak peek? I did want to do my first unveiling on camera and my initial reactions, but I couldn't wait 3 days. So, let's not get it under the car. Oh, it's gold. Tackle tart. So that's your EVA grip, I think, where your spigots are.
Hurry up, get fine.
There's your black and gold and white whippings. Your Fuji K guides. They are Fuji. It says so on them. It says Fuji on them. I don't know what that means. And then
Some companies.
yeah, they're good guides. I know that much. I've not. You've seen how rough I am with some of my gear, and I've not managed to break a Fuji guide yet.
Well, I've dropped my rods many a time and I've never broken.
And there we go.
That's nice.
It does. It does.
Ah,
I'm not going to deny. I'm not going to deny. I'm very rapidly turning into a tackle tart with my pair of Pen Fathoms, my pair of Leader Icons, and now I've got my first hand-built rod. These are hand-built from blank to order, I believe. I believe every single one is hand-built from blank to order. There's your reel seat. I don't know if the name, I don't know what that means. I'm, relatively new, and I'm only familiar with Fuji.
hurry up, get bites.
Yeah, but are the whiting bites? So yeah, anyway, I'm going to get set up. In fact, we'll have a look at the top section first. Dead quick. Oh, and it comes with a butt cap. Which,
Most rods do, don't they?
no. The Icons don't come with butt caps as standard. Even the Pen Tidal XR, which is that was their top last year, doesn't come with
No?
butt caps.
Alright.
Or it didn't come with a protective butt cap. Just came with a bit of plastic stuck over end. So
Right.
I've swapped it for
Definitely bites.
a rubber butt cap. Gordon's not filming today, so I'm going to set the camera across the bay and try and get us both. So here we go, here from the spigot down, and just make sure I can see so I can see it's in frame. From the spigot down, we've got sealed ends on the spigots, which I really like. Is that common? Because none of other mine.
No, Century do it.
Sealed ends on the spigots.
Yeah, Century do it.
And
I don't know.
Oh, of course, this can't be sealed, can it? Because
No.
you can't put one inside the other. No, that's open all the way down.
Yeah, it's just in case your spigot gets caught, you can push a
Push a
thing
rod
up,
down it.
Push a rod.
Oh, that's a thought. Actually, I've not actually fitted this together, so that's good. That might be interesting. We'll see how that goes. So your first eye on the tip section is once again with the gold and white and the prettiness, and then the rest is black. Nice black straight through, and then you've got, and we've had a look, and I believe, yeah. So we've got some Mighty Bright tape on here, and the ends have been built over. Okay, so the ends have been built over, so it shouldn't unfurl itself. Anyway, set up time lapse. I need to get out there and wet a line. Speak to you in a bit.
I'm not targeting whiting. If I
Yeah.
can help it.
We're always not targeting whiting, but as we saw last week when you and I, they've not seen that yet.
Yeah.
They will have done by the time they see this.
Yeah.
But even with big hooks and a big bait, all that happened to me was that big fecking whiting.
I know.
You can't win, can't avoid them.
No, you can't.
Right, I'm sure between David and Gordon they're trying to turn me into a bigger Teletubby this week.
I don't know what you're talking
Gordon's
about.
just been feeding me up on cake and chocolate bars. And I've brought a couple of cream cakes for me and him to eat, so we'll dive into them in a minute.
Fattening up who?
In fact, they're fattening up me even more than I already am.
You know what you're talking about?
New bit of kit. I appreciate it's not very slimming, but oh my god, it's lovely. The moment I put them on, just taking that breeze away from me. So these are the Titan bib and brace. Now, if you know me, Obviously in my videos you can see I'm not a small fella. This is the biggest size Titan do, and I've still got room in them.
Look nice.
Because we had a big conversation, didn't we, about bass boots and Titan last week.
Yeah, that's right, we did.
And it really did make me think. It really did. But what swayed, let me tell you what swayed me, I'll tell them and you, was the returns policy. Bass boots don't have a returns policy.
No, they don't.
Whether they do or not, it's not on their website that I could find.
No.
Titan do have a returns policy published on their website. So I knew from their returns policy, if I got these and they didn't fit, I knew I could send them back.
Yeah.
It was only going to cost me shipping.
Yeah.
That was the final nail in the coffin. You know, I'm not gonna.
Not a lot in it though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna denounce bass boots quality versus
Oh.
Titan's quality. I'm not getting involved in that. All I'm saying is that one little oversight. Because don't get me wrong, I don't doubt for a second if I'd have bought bass boots, if they hadn't have fit, I could have sent them back. I don't doubt that really, but it was just the fact that it wasn't published. And I've been burnt before, as I'm sure many people have, in one way or another. So, let me just check my framing, because I'm trying to keep all 4 rods. Oh yes. Oh, I didn't realise this camera was actually wide. This normal videoing is actually slightly wider angle. So, just so you know, Gordon, in front of your front wheel, in front of your rear wheel.
Yeah.
So
no,
we're still hind quarter of your vehicle that can see. So yeah, I'm not getting involved in this, but man,
they look comfy.
they're not touted as thermal, they're just touted as waterproof. But under here I've got my thermal base layer, on my bottom I've got tracky bottoms, and on my top I've got a t-shirt and a jumper, and I've still got room in them. So I think I'm going to be ordering the smock as well. They've not sent me anything free of charge, they've not done me any discounts, I didn't even reach out to them. I just, when I see something good, you know, or when I'm happy with something, I'm going to tell you about it.
Well, I got the fire plates today.
So today we're all being a bit tackle tartish. I've got my new custom made rod. Handmade rod, sorry, not custom made. They're not custom, they're handmade. In the Evolution, I've just had the first cast on it. Didn't throw it hard because obviously I've got a bed of new rod in. But I'm really not going to have to. I mean, come summertime, once that's properly bedded in,
That'll be slinging out a
and that's going to be, yeah.
It's going to proper send it
It's
out.
going to proper launch it, because this summer I'm going to focus on learning more about off the ground casting as well. So I think in combination with that, I should be hitting some distances.
I reckon so.
And then
I don't see
Gordon
why not.
has got some equally nice looking, because I do like them, Century fire blades.
14 foot.
Yeah, the 14 foot.
They're not the GTs.
They're not the right. They're the foot. But no, they've just brought out. They've just brought out 14
the GTs. Yeah.
in 14.
Yeah.
That's what they've done recently.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But
So yours is hybrid tip, not glass tip.
yeah.
I actually also. Oh, that was a bit better bite.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I actually also think this is my first glass tip as well.
Is it?
It will be.
All right.
It will be.
I think you can't. I think you Continentals are all glass.
No, they won't be at that price point. Well, they're £200-300.
So yeah.
Oh, all right.
You're getting bites on both rods.
No, it's just this one shaking that one, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I didn't really want to bring that in because that is very much a whiting bite, but
It is.
we'll not leave it. We'll not leave it struggling. Although I don't feel like there's all actually there.
I didn't know whether to put smaller hooks on just to get a fish or.
Well, seems as we're having a little bit of a match.
Ah, no. About that.
I think I might be over. Oh, I think I've got a flatty.
Have you?
I think so. There's something skating across the top.
It is, isn't there?
There's definitely a fish.
Yeah. Is that a flatty or is that a whiting?
It's
a whiting.
Ah, yeah. I think that's my pot hook as well.
It is.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Oh! Have I got us off the mark with a decent set of points there? Have I got a Harry tonight? Have I?
Nah, that's a whiting. whiting.
Lovely lift up to whiting.
Yes, not that size.
Straight off the mark on the first cast. To be expected with these worms, really.
Yeah, they are spot on, them worms. From your mate.
Bait for today is at the moment yellowtails from Scott at Squids Inn. There we go. Look at colours on that one. Don't start, because I want you to return.
It's nice, isn't it? They are a nice looking fish.
They're tasty as well. I don't like them.
No, I don't.
Right, where have we got more water? Yeah. I probably should have put that rig on the new rod to get rid of the new rod curse, shouldn't I? I should have really put that on the other rod.
To be honest with you, you'll catch whiting on that. You will catch whiting.
Yeah, but I've put my big fish rig on that one.
Yeah, I know, but you still catch fish, which is the most important thing. But saying that, you've got to be...
I'm going to swap them over later on.
Well,
that's true.
And it looks really, really nice.
It was nice to cast.
Yes,
very nice to cast.
It looked nice to cast.
I mean, the only thing that worries me when you get a new rod is when they're new and they're stiff and you can't feel that lead.
No, you can't.
Or you can't feel it as much.
Well, with those you can. They're so light.
But that's true. That's true.
You can feel that 5 ounce lead, no problem whatsoever.
Whereas this is stiff, but as we were playing about during setting up, the recovery on it
is really nice. Yeah,
is really nice. Nice wide eyes as well, so you can get your
swivel through.
Get your swivel through, or whatever it is you use on the end of your main line.
Some people use clips.
I use both.
Do you?
I use Gemini swivel clips.
Oh, do you?
Just because awkward.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're rated to 180, so.
Yeah, I think mine's the swivels are £196. Not that I believe that.
No, I mean you're talking about being able to hang me off that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
I'm not even going to try.
No. No.
No, but I mean that's what they say. You know, that's what's on the packet.
Yeah, I don't think when they put on the packet though, I don't think it's a holding weight. It's a shock weight, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You know, they can take a sudden hit of £190 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
but they can't carry it.
I ain't going to be able to do that.
No.
So it's quite ample for me.
No, but you'd be surprised.
They're power swivel, so
you'd be surprised actually with these smooth hounds in summer.
Yeah.
You know, a 5, 6, 7 pound smooth hound.
It's going to be pulling.
It can put 80, 90 pound on tip of your rod.
Yeah, easy.
Which is sort of what we were saying earlier when we were down talking to Dave. You know, we were saying, because Dave gets asked question quite a lot, because I mean he's quite active in social media.
Yeah.
You know, what should I get to fish the wall? What rod should I get? What line should I get? And as if people of regular subscribers will know, for years.
The problem is what
the fish
you
don't
feel comfortable with.
The fish don't care, so you buy what you can afford.
That's it.
Line, I think buying a quality line makes a difference, not to the fish, but in how often you have to replace it and how much faith you can put in it.
That's right.
And don't scrimp on a shock leader.
Oh no.
Don't go straight into braid.
No,
cut your teeth with mono first. Don't scrimp. Even if
I would personally, if you're starting off, I would personally start off with cheap rod, cheap reel, reasonably good quality line,
yes,
and a proper good quality shock leader.
Yeah.
From there, find out if you really like the sport.
Yeah.
And then if you do, then upgrade when you can.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more. But don't scrimp on the line. I mean,
seriously. No.
I mean, I've always been a lover of ASSO. Always been a lover of ASSO.
I like
a lot of people
line as well.
A lot of people aren't. But you can't go wrong with a big brand name. So Daiwa, ASSO.
Yeah. I use £70 on my snood line, not snoods.
On your shock. Yeah, I do £70. Well, I use tapered. But if I was to say, if somebody was to come to me, and I do get asked quite regularly, what should I get? Get a £20 main line and £70 shock leader.
Depends on where you're fishing. If you're going to be fishing over
£20 should see most people though.
Yeah, but
especially if they're just learning.
If they're fishing off rocks, then I would put £30 on
Yeah, a bit more abrasion resistance.
Just
Yeah,
abrasion resistance.
yeah, yeah,
Otherwise 20.
Yeah.
Like you say.
yeah. All right, yeah. I'll concede to that. That's fair, yeah, perfectly fair point. I'm not a rough ground fisherman, Gordon. I have to say,
I've done both.
has done both. So you know, I have to succeed to superior knowledge. But yeah, cut your teeth with mono first.
Yeah.
Get yourself a cheap reel, cheap rod. Don't go to an inland. Well, no. What I was going to say, don't go to an inland fishing shop and have the guy behind the counter say you can fish with a carp rod. You can, but don't.
They rate it to 3 ounce, max 4 if you're lucky.
Yeah.
It depends on how big a rod you are.
I've had inland. You know, I've had people come to say I spoke to such and such inland. I'm not naming any shops.
No, you don't need to.
But
they're all the same.
You know, and he tried to sell him a spod rod because it had a casting weight to it.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine, but you ain't going to see a bite on a spod rod. Anyway, don't do it. Don't get a carp rod.
Yeah, proper sea fishing rod.
And what I say to everybody,
12 to 13 foot, maybe a 14 foot, depends on how tall you are.
Yes.
And how,
yeah, if like
or
me,
even
you're
a
6 foot,
Conti rod.
I would advise
15
Conti.
foot.
Anybody
Yeah.
coming into it, Conti rod and fixed spool.
Yeah.
Worry about multiplier later, and quite frankly, fixed spool these days will get you there most of the point.
Yeah.
You know. It used to
even the cheaper ones are,
yeah.
are very good quality.
It used to be the argument, didn't it, that a fixed spool didn't have the pulling power
No.
of a multiplier. That was the main difference. That a fixed
They
spool
are
didn't have the
now.
pulling power. They do now. They do now. And those new pens to have a 12 plus 1 bearing. I'm not saying get one of the new pen reels. A 12 plus 1 bearing and a 1 metre retrieve on every wind.
Personally, I prefer my Shimano's.
Yeah, but you've got retirement and no kids' money. You know, best thing I ever did when I first started was go see George. Best thing I ever did. He did me a full setup at an absolute bargain of a price, where the rod that I still use today, and I can't fault it. I can't fault it at all. Sorry, I know I keep turning away from the microphone, but I need to watch Gordon's retrieve.
Nothing on there.
Oh, that's a shame.
I don't think anyway.
I won't watch
I've
Gordon's
had
retrieve then.
bites on it, but I just bring it in, change the bait really.
I'm definitely pulling slightly on the fives, on the fives, but it's not ripping through, not yet. It might do once we get to deeper
I
water.
tell a lie. I tell a lie.
Oh yeah, Gordon's off the mark as well. So what was that according to Dave's points? Was it a 1 point piece, is it?
It's not bad size. Not bad size.
Flip up, we like that, flip up. And you can't say it's not on video. We'll show it camera so he can't argue later. But I don't think he's off the mark yet. I'll be surprised if he's not.
On, open your mouth and let it out. That's it. Tight fisted.
Well yeah, it must have swum down from Yorkshire.
Might well have done. There you go, just a small one. Whoa, steady. That's it, just a small one.
Yeah, mono, buy what you can afford, but make sure you get decent line.
Definitely.
And
100%.
the amount of new fishermen that I speak to that don't fish with a shock leader, you'll either hurt yourself or you'll snap off that many times that it'll become too expensive. Get a shock leader. You don't need tapered shock leaders, just get a £70 line that's advertised as suitable for shock leaders. £60, £70, and that'll do you. Learn your knots, learn one knot. I learnt the uni knot because it works for everything. And learn it so well you can tie it in the dark with your eyes closed. Because there are times where you'll be tying a knot in that scenario. You get all the fancy knots you want, but the uni knot, I've never had one fail on me. buy your rigs. Go to someone like Mike's Rigs on Facebook. Go to who else do we know that does rigs? Chimp Rigs doesn't do rigs. He just does components, I think. We got Mike's Rigs. Another good rig builder. You know, a Facebooky one. Mine's gone blank now.
Newcastle, whatever it is, some rigs. They'll send them all out. Sea Glow or Sea View or whatever it's called.
Can't remember. Mike's Rigs. He'll see you right. And buy rigs to begin with, and learn to what a rig looks like, and then worry about tying your own. Hey?
Copy them.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, essentially, learn what a rig should look like, learn how it fishes, and then copy them.
Find out which one works for you.
Anyway, this ain't a fishing video. I'm going to shut up now.
Oh yeah.
No, no, because I always say I'm going to shut up and then I never do.
I was going to say.
I don't think that's going to stay out very long.
Does it keep rattling again?
No, the range I just sent it at.
Is it running it around?
It's yeah, but I got a good swing on that. It's one of the upshots of fishing here. If you really want to send it, you can actually drop the rod tip lower than your body, because you've got the gully behind us, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you can proper. Oh, it seems to have settled now. What you'll have just seen, and I'll tell you now before I rebait, is, well, you won't have seen the bite, but it was a hell of a bite.
It was.
Pulled into it, it was still there, but came off in the retrieve. Squid and black at range. Don't know what it was, but it gave me a hell of a bang. Definitely looked like a cod bite, although to be fair, it kind of looked like a bass bite. It gave me two good whacks, didn't it?
Yeah.
Which is synonymous with a bass bite. Right, let me bait up.
Whole squid.
Hey?
Whole squid.
Whole squid backed with a couple of decent blacks. You got some out, didn't you? I don't know if you got some.
I've just taken some out. Now, I think I'm just about out of my elastic.
Good.
Yeah.
You want good?
It was. Not really.
Well, you
Halfway through.
You wanted to try the new stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, through.
No, let me bait up first.
No, it doesn't fit.
Doesn't fit.
No,
See, they say on the website that it does.
it does not.
I'm not disagreeing with you,
I'm just saying it doesn't.
but they say it does. So that'll be
Holes are different.
that'll be a point to mention on the video then.
Yeah.
I don't even want to touch my new rod with dirty hands. How tackle tartish is that?
He's tackle tartish.
It really is, isn't it?
Right, where did you say those blacks were?
You'll say you got them out, I don't know.
Yeah, come here.
I've not opened them yet because they want using.
That'll do.
They're veterans frozens. They look meaty enough.
They do.
My problem with him fishing there is I can't take a pee now. Nice, Jim. We're all men, aren't we? Well, it's not a Thursday.
Not Friday, you mean?
No, it's Thursday. Ladies' night. I can't get all the weight. I bet even Rosa could cast this.
Probably
it.
a bit too long for it.
No, I mean with weight of it.
Oh yeah, the weight of it, yeah. You can definitely pass this one.
Well, yeah, but I'm not buying Rosa a fire blade.
You're not?
No,
Why's that?
because I'm tight.
Of course, Yorkshireman.
Yeah.
You're saying nothing.
Short arms and deep pockets.
Pardon? Did you say money?
I used to have that fever, it was called Your Round. So yeah, I was baiting up, brought both the rods in and swapped over the rigs. I was baiting up the new rod, the Evolution rod. I was baiting that one up, I swapped the rigs over, so I was about to start putting the worm on, and the red rod just went bang, bang, bang. Turned the camera on, fish got camera shy, didn't it? Dropped the hook. I don't think it had the bait, whatever it was, I don't think it had the hook. I think it had hold of the bait. Now it's light again.
You got a fish
There's
on
a fish
there.
on there.
Yay!
2 feet,
2.
I think.
No, it's just, yeah, it's 2.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well, 1.5. 1.5.
At least you've christened your rod.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
It don't matter now, does it?
Nope. Right.
That's not a bad size one, that one either.
Nope. That'll do that. That'll do that. Well,
Well
the new
done.
rod is christened. Oh, and of course it would be, wouldn't it?
Swallowed.
Yeah. Right, we'll come back to you in a sec. Let you hang out there a minute, because this one is lip hooked and it's the smaller of the two.
But at least it's a fish.
Yeah, we're off the mark. The new rod is christened.
Woohoo!
With a fish that you can't see because I haven't put the light on. Do me a favour.
Yeah, I'll
Stand,
tell you
be my filming light, will you? There we go. I can't even hold. I can't even hold that one. It's that small, and show it to the camera.
Right.
Right, I'm going to just get this one back. Littlest whiting, but the new rod is christened, and then there's a bigger whiting. On the other hook. In fact, it's a very nice size whiting,
It's not bad, is it?
but it's
Swallowed?
swallowed. Yeah.
Have you got a pair of pliers or?
Yeah. Yeah, just my boxes are shit. I was literally tidying my box up.
Yeah.
I've got them.
You got them?
I have to try the flatty technique again. I mean, it was successful last week. So,
Well, fingers crossed.
keeping away from the gills. Grab the line, pull it down. There's the hook. Push it out. If the fish doesn't shut its gob. No, it's clamped it. Come on.
Let go.
Thank you. Well, it's not a well fish. Well, we'll get it back in water as quick as we can. Quick show, and then we'll get it back in water because it's not so good. But there we go. That's a much better sized whiting, that one. Definitely a whiting, not a haddock.
Yes. It's gone back.
Yeah.
Yes, it has.
So, I'll get the filming light out. You can't see me at the moment, you can only hear me. New rod christened, happy days.
That's always a good thing.
There we go, you can see now. Oh, you can see me when I'm stood in front of the camera. Some might say darkness is a bit of a blessing. So yeah, I gotta say, those whiting weren't that big of a surprise. We did see some knocks on the rods, but we've been waiting, you know, for something a bit more positive, because the amount of things I've struck into tonight, and there's been nothing there when I've reeled it in. So I was waiting for something a bit more positive. But 3 hooks, 3 fish. New rod christened. Get in. I don't care what it is, it's christened. The temptation is now to switch to 2 big rigs. But as I've just been saying with Gordon, I can't get out again this week. I don't think you can either, can you?
No, I know I can't.
So I've got to use this worm up. Gordon stopped using it. He bought half of it and he stopped bloody using it. He's been using frozen bait for the last 3 hours.
That's not true. Nearly, but not true.
Alright, 2 hours 45 minutes.
No, it wasn't. Only about an hour and a half.
You sound like my missus after I said, oh God, that were a good 10 minutes, wasn't it? The one thing I've got to say, the new rod, loving it. That's not what I've got to say. But what I am still loving is the braid. I got to be honest, I thought I might hate it. Based on, you know, how I've sort of fishing with Marcus for the last sort of 6-12 months, and he's been using the braid. And he's really been struggling with it. And from what I can see, he's not doing anything wrong. But I'm no braid fisherman, so what do I know? Yeah. But for me, it's working a treat. I mean, I will say, the 3 times I've been out, I think of all 3 times I've been with Gordon here, the conditions have been dead calm. Dead calm. I've not used it A, on the beach yet, and B, in any sort of adverse conditions other than that rain and wind, which braid is good against rain and wind. So I don't know. Oh yeah, there we go. That was a nice bite on the new rod. Yeah, that's a very nice bite. Yeah, that's a very nice bite. Might have been too early. Yeah, too early.
Too early?
Yeah,
Oh well.
I was premature on that one.
I've heard that story before. Oh well, it is what it is.
The worms are bloody decimated, I thought.
Yeah, my grab and worm was.
Whatever's grabbing them, he's really grabbing hold of the bait.
They're not taking the hook.
But they're not taking the hook. But I mean that, you know, the hook, I'm bringing the hook out halfway down the worm.
That's it, yeah. Mine's the same.
And the worm, you know, 2/3 of the worm's gone.
Yeah, yeah.
So whatever's taking it,
It's having
it's
a
not
right
only
good
getting,
go.
yeah,
But
not only getting a free meal. Oh, now that is a good bite. Come on.
Don't have to out of the water. Get that one up going.
Yeah. I only want to put one more worm on it. The bottom one's alright.
There's fish out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fortunate, there it is.
I know it's only probably whiting. Yeah, it's only probably whiting, but
Yeah, that's a whiting bite.
yeah.
But that's only got one up. That's the pulley rig.
Yeah.
So if there's a fish on it, it's on it, and it can't catch any more.
It's true.
Whereas at least with this one, there's 2 hooks.
Ah, it's proper banging away now.
I know, but you said leave it. Don't be coming at me with that now. You said don't have two out of water, get your other one back
True.
in first.
It is true.
Even though they're at different ranges, with different rigs,
Yeah.
So don't come at me saying, oh, it's
It
going.
ain't going to come off, is it?
Well, if it's on, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's true. Right, I'm not going to clip it down this time. Well, whatever was on, I don't think is. Oh no, there we go.
Yeah, it's still on. Still rattling away.
I'm going to check it. There's going to be note there, isn't there?
Guaranteed, isn't it? It's waiting in at the work.
Yeah. Yeah, but at least this one's got a hook at the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I can always resend it. But if it starts going ballistic with whiting, I am possibly going to change my rig.
Yeah.
Oh.
Heavy.
Yeah, it's on it mud though, I think. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it was just the mud.
Just about.
Yeah, I don't even know if there's a fish on there, to be honest. There might have been. It might have been scrapping when I was lifted lead up, but I don't think it's hooked.
You don't think so?
No. Oh, a little bit of a pull back then. Come on, where are you?
It'd be nice if it would be.
I won't care if it were half an ounce.
That's waiting.
Well,
Yeah.
at least it stayed on.
It weren't coming off, was it?
Well, based on my last 3 trips out of good fish,
True.
lost every single bloody one, haven't I? I've lost one today at least.
Yeah, I had a cracker on earlier.
I gotta say though, I've never had so many lip up whiting.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. There we go, another one, fair size, lovely and healthy, I got to say.
Yeah,
That's a pretty fish.
really nice.
Like we said earlier, it's a pretty fish.
It is a pretty fish.
And
Yeah.
the ones that are coming out would make good eating if you ate them.
Yeah. Except for that tiny little one.
But that was like, yeah, but that was like your cod that had a cod.
Yeah, that's.
But I'm just happy new rod is christened.
That's right. Yeah. It's not a jinx rod.
It took nearly a full year to christen this red rod. Yeah. I'd bought a second rod before I'd brought the curse on that one. I bought the Fury
Yeah.
and caught
I haven't even tried that yet.
perfect for down here. Especially with that hard tip.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect for down here.
Oh fuck me, we've got the motorbikes now.
Yeah, standard. Simon better stay with his rods now though. Got an air dryer that's more powerful. Unfortunately, with the cart fishermen comes their friends.
True.
You know, the part-time cod only fishermen. Don't get me wrong, they probably still do better than I do on the cod,
I was going to say,
but it's a
when
different
was the
walk.
last time you had a cod?
Last year,
That's what I mean. I've had
it was when I had my
I've had a
PB with
few
you at
this year,
Kilnsey.
to be honest with you.
It was when I had my PB with you at Kilnsey last year.
Was it?
Well, this year, but it were in spring, wasn't it? That
Yeah.
I think it was the first time I took you down to Kilnsey.
Yeah. That was nice fish though.
It was a very nice fish, tasted nice as well.
Good. That's the only thing in it. As long
Yep.
as it tastes nice.
most I've ever taken off that in the cast since putting this braid on. Right, settle. Right, that's fresh bait on. Time for a cup of tea. See you in a bit.
Don't shake that fish.
Yeah, I get that. I understand that.
So, I mean, for me, what's the point? That's why, if I've got a fish, it'll either go back or to whoever I'm fishing. So, yeah, I mean, that's just me.
No. I'll go see Simon, see if he wants an handful of this worm.
Simon? Who's Simon? Oh, gentleman there.
We ain't going to get through it.
Oh God, no, there's shitloads now. And what time is it now? It's got to be coming out at 6 o'clock.
That's got to be after 6 o'clock now.
I won't stand.
That's my range rig actually.
Oh, it is, isn't it? It's just coming on 6 o'clock now.
Oh, is it only got? Oh, right. So we're only an hour after 6. Well, yeah, we've only got 2 hours max.
Yeah, we won't go through them in 2 hours. It's 2 minutes to 6.
Whatever's on that is holding it down.
Yeah,
It's not pulling on it, but it's holding it down.
yeah.
I've set my drags anyway.
Okay, mate.
I'll go see if he wants an handful. You're alright with this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Rather,
No point, is there? Unless you're going to freeze them. Get a good lot out of that.
That is a strong argument. That, and I'm very tempted, even if they don't freeze that well.
Whoa.
Even if they don't freeze that well, I'm very tempted to mush them for in tea bags.
Yeah. That was a...
But that's what that last whiting did.
Is it?
Yeah. Believe it or believe it not. Don't flash SOS out to sea. Yeah, that's what that last whiting did. No, not there. It's not there.
Not there.
Nah. Look at that.
Shame. Cracking like that.
Yeah, it'd be a line bite again. It's kind of why I've kept the camera rolling, because some of these bites are amazing.
Oh yeah. It was a cracking bite, I must admit. You got rattles on mine as well, but now really right home about. It was a shame.
Yeah, line bite. Sent the pennel hook and the rig, pennel hook and the worms up the rod, up the rig.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Bloody hell.
I knew I'd baited that worm a bit high. But then there's some that swear by that, and there's some that put 3 or 4 worm back to back.
Yeah. Well, I've got 2 worm on this one.
What, back to back? Well,
Yeah.
not back to back, sorry, nose to tail.
No, just straight up. I've nipped the tails off so it looks like one big massive worm.
Ah, right, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do indeed.
Even though they're only two reasonable size worms. But it's just, yeah, you know, nice to use. I mean, also you're using the worm up a bit quicker.
Yeah.
Not that, Jesus Christ,
I know.
We've probably got 80 left in there. We've been using them.
I've been using worm all night.
Yeah, well, I changed a little bit for a couple of casts. I put crab on one, didn't I?
You did?
With worm and squid and black.
Tell you what, I am so. Go on.
It's not changed nothing. You still get the tappy bites. No matter. Don't bin them. I'll have them. I can give you a load of other bits. Not shitloads of them.
No, I'll just email Alex.
Eh?
I'll just email Alex at Scoom.
Yeah.
So can you send me another care package? Either that or I'll buy a shark. I probably actually should just buy a shark, shouldn't I?
Really should. I have got one.
You've got one of the Seaglow ones. It looks
yes,
nice.
I have. Yeah.
But
I haven't got a clue where the bloody thing is though. I'll find it next week when I'm not even.
you'll find it when you're washing your gear out.
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest with you, I mean, I thought it was in my box, and I thought I'd put it in my tub.
Well, in your box, a bit logical place for it.
Well, yeah, but I really can't find it at all. And I've emptied these boxes out. I know I have.
Tying that line too quick for that.
Because I specifically emptied them to find out if I could find it.
Right, quick chat to the camera. Right, well hopefully by now I've got more than enough footage of some decent bites. And as you will have seen, I'm struggling to make them develop. Or the good bites are yielding really nice whiting. I'm going to shut the camera off and I'll turn you back on. I'm going to stop counting the whiting now. I think I'll stop counting after 4 or 5, but anyway. Yeah, I'll stop counting the whiting. I'm going to knock the camera off for a little bit. And fingers crossed we'll get something more notable, I think would be the better term to use. That lead's just refusing to settle. It'll find a hole eventually. I'll see you in a bit. Right, guys and girls. Oh God, that's made make my head itch. It's that time of night. It's last cast o'clock. We're coming up to 3 hours after high water. I stopped filming. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna have you on. You know me. I'm all for truth. I stopped filming purely and simply because it's been a whiting fest. You know, I've had double shot after double shot of good size whiting. I'm not gonna lie. The ones that I was showing you on camera, sort of more of that sort of size. You know, good size whiting. But I'm not going to show you. You know, it's pointless showing you every single bloody one. I think I'm on around about 20 or 30 whiting. Oh, now then, that doesn't look whitingy. Stopped. See if it goes again. So I've just rebaited for last time. I've sticked with same rigs all night. I've stuck with polypennel with 3 oars on it, and the torque flapper, boom rig flapper, whatever it gets dubbed. It don't matter. I've stuck with worm all night and we still haven't managed to use it all. So I shall take that home and I shall change that, and I shall gut them and freeze them. Because if nothing else, they'll go into cocktail baits just fine. What else? That was a cracking bite, that. The new rod is well and truly christened, so I'm overjoyed with that. Hopefully I'll have some nice footage to send Matty of the bite detection on that glass tip. Hopefully it shows up. I had enough decent bites through daylight hours to hope that I've got some nice footage of that, because it's a beautiful rod, and as it beds in and as I'm able to do more of it once we get into sort of spring summer, it's going to be lovely. I need to flip the reel. I don't know if I can flip the reel seat on it. I don't know if it'll work facing that way because of the way the clamp is on it. We'll find out. I need to flip the reel seat round on it because I like my casting cannon. I'm going to do what Gordon suggests. I'm going to put a bit of electrical tape around where I've got it fastened at the moment, because I really like its position. All I did was mirror the position of the other rod as near as damn it. And I really like its position. I wouldn't want it any higher up the rod, although I do have a considerable amount of space to put it higher up the rod. I wouldn't want it there. I'm really loving the shrink wrap on the handle, the EVA shrink wrap or whatever it is. I mean, I've always bought that crosshatch stuff, that crosshatch shrink wrap, and that's a plain, I don't know what it is, but it's really grippy, really grippy. So I'm really happy. I'm overjoyed with the rod. I think it's an investment that's going to last me hopefully a very long time. And it fishes lovely. The bite detection. I've had whiting from that big to, as you've seen, some of the bigger ones, the 30, 35, 37, 38 centimetre ones. And I've seen every single knock. Don't get me wrong, the braid does help with that. But I've seen every knock and tap and things like that. I haven't pulled into all of them because I'm learning. You know, when you start with new hardware, you have to learn how it fishes. You have to learn how it reacts and what means what, and so on and so forth. It's highlighted now. I thought this red Sonetic Zentech, I thought that was a very stiff rod. But it's highlighted just how much that isn't a stiff rod by comparison. Now, if you're looking at these Evolution GT Match GTs, I do strongly recommend them. I haven't been given anything to endorse them. I bought the rod with my own money. Yes, I told Matt who I was, but that was only for his information. I wasn't asking for anything per se. You know, my first offering was I want to buy one. What you know, this is who I am. I want to buy one of your rods. What do you recommend? What can we do? Was pretty much what I said to him. Paid for it with my own money. The only thing I did get, because originally the idea was that Matt was going to come across, or Matty or Matthew, or I don't know exactly what he goes by. He says, I think he said in his message, I'm Matty. The original plan was that he was going to bring it across and I was going to fish with him, and he was going to show a couple of his other rods, and he was going to talk about the rod. Unfortunately, that will come later. It's still on the cards, but unfortunately wasn't able to do it this time. It is what it is, you know. He sent me the spec through. I mean, I went to, like I said earlier in the video, I went to him not knowing much about the spec, I just knew from talking to him, because he did ask about team members some months ago, but I think he's decided against doing that. From talking to him, I know that he fishes over here. I know that he fishes Hornsey quite regularly, or with some frequency, so I know he knows the locations fairly well. He knows the type of beaches we fish, or I fish. So I asked him what would be the most suitable rod of his collection, of his range. I think the range only consists of 2 or 3 rods, but 2 or 3 quality options is all you need, isn't it? And yeah, that's the one he suggested for this coastline, so that's the one I got. I didn't need to know much more than that. I know he knows the area. I know he's a British fisherman, so I put my faith in what he had to tell me. I put my faith and hoped that he wasn't trying to oversell me, and I firmly feel as though that wasn't the case. I think it feels really nice to use. Anyway, I'm going to stop rattling on. I'm going to stop gushing about this rod because I do like it, and I'm going to pat the camera down. As always, if there's anything other than whiting comes of these last 2 casts, it'll be on the screen now. If there's nothing there, I assume it was either whiting or nothing of note or nothing at all. There could well be a whiting on that rod, so it was one hell of a bite, but I don't think whatever it was found the hook. It hasn't moved again since. Still no signs for me, as far as I'm concerned, of the elusive haddock. It remains elusive for me. Yeah, you heard right, haddock in the river, I am told. I'm yet to see definitive evidence. There's people saying, oh, the fins look like a haddock. Well, whiting fins look like a haddock to me. I'm looking for the black spot, the black thumbprint, and the difference in mouth, where a whiting its mouth from the side profile view goes across and down. A haddock kind of looks a bit derpy. Looks like it's been punched. So its mouth kind of goes, there's more of a swoop in the whole mouth as opposed to a straight line and then down at the jowls, at the jaw. I don't know. The cod, as always, remains elusive to me, but that's standard for me, isn't it? It's still very early. Traditionally, for me at least, I don't think I've caught a cod same year side of Christmas. I think it's always been after Christmas and into the new year I've always hit a cod, traditionally. So, but I am putting the hours in. I am trying to learn more about Stallingborough Wall. It's why my videos are lagging a little bit behind, I think 1 to 2 weeks, because I'm trying to get down once or twice at least a week, because I'm trying to learn more about here, how it fishes, when it fishes. So once again, the hope was today to come and do a bit of low water fishing at the crossers, but it wasn't until I went to pick up my bait last night over in Goxhill that I found out there's 2 or 3 matches being held from low water in the river on this side. So I thought, well, we're still going to have to come early, because getting a spot to fish, it fishes perfectly well between the bays, especially on these big tides. But when you've got Gordon, I hope I'm not speaking out of turn here, and I know it's not, but you've got Gordon, who's not a well man. He's lived a life. I'm not a well man, although the outcome of that remains to be seen. And yeah, in these cold times, fishing out the back of the car is kind of a must. I am missing the feeling of sand beneath my feet, and I am feeling like I want to do a beach mark. I keep trying to get in touch with the Holderness lot to try and organise filming a Christmas special like we did last year. Oh, there we go. This looks like a whiting bite again. So hopefully we'll get that sorted soon. Although time is a ticking. I think last year actually, I think we filmed first week in December. If you haven't seen that video, do go back and check it out. We all fished on Hornsey, I want to say. No, Withensea Southend, I think. Yeah, Withensea Southend. All 5, 6, 7 of us dressed as Santa. It was a good laugh. My only regret was I wasn't feeling very well, and I do wish we'd picked somewhere where we could have fished closer together, because we lost that social aspect of it with being so spread out at Withensea because of the groins. But yeah, the bib and brace. Oh, I love it. I've not felt the need to put a coat on. I mean, it's not overly cold. I think the weather forecast is saying it's currently about 1 to 2 degrees, so it's not quite hit minus yet. But I'm perfectly comfortable. Movement wise, I'm unhindered. Yeah, love it. It's a great addition to the kit. I'm really glad I bit the bullet and bought one. I think I'm going to have to get the smock. If the smock is anywhere near as comfortable as the bib and brace, I'll be ecstatic. I'll finally have a good set of fishing clothes, and I mean the smock will be wearable all year round, so happy days. Anyway, I'm going to stop gushing about my new gear. As much as I love it, I'm going to get this camera packed away, and I'm going to give these lines another 5-10 minutes, then they're going to come in. So until next time, do remember, please do share the video, like the video, so thumbs up down below. Press that share button if you would be so kind. Share it to wherever it is you post social media, to your page, to a group page, wherever you want. It does really help me out, and I do really appreciate it. And if you're not already, do press subscribe. It is free. Especially if you've made it this far into the video. I must have done something right to warrant you coming back. Press that subscribe button. All you do if you've not already got an account is you sign up for an account. It's free. You don't have to pay. Don't go down the payment route, because it is an option, but just don't take it. And subscribe. It helps me out massively. And it's nice to know that at least what I try to do is in at least somewhat appreciated. It does mean a lot to me. So thank you to everybody. I suppose it's time to start saying I hope you have a good holiday period. Yes, I'm being political there, and I'm saying happy holidays and all that jargon, but these videos go out worldwide. That's why sometimes I call bass sea bass and other things like that are quirks, seen as quirks here in the UK. But when your videos go out worldwide, and I do have viewers from around the world, subscribers from around the world, welcome. I know I don't often acknowledge you, but yeah, what we call sea bass, or what we call bass, is the European sea bass, or the European bass. But we have started, new species have arrived down on the south coast. There was some spotted bass caught very recently, and I'm led to believe that is a rare or new species for the British coastline, certainly for shore fishermen. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling, otherwise I'm not going to get packed down, I'm not going to get home, and I'm not going to get to sleep when I have to go to the office in the morning. Spent the last 4 days poorly. Today was the first day that I felt well enough and strong enough to be able to do anything, so yeah, I was in hospital Thursday night, Friday I was in hospital. So yeah, it's been good to get out and get some fresh air. Stay safe. Let's just end it. Stay safe, tight lines, and I'll see you later.